I wanted to do a catch-up video because we were a little thin in September when my computer was off, but I wanted to talk specifically just about support and resistance. Now, this is today, the September 30th. Here is the overnight in between. We're using a longer time frame in tick charts. We use tick charts so we can see what happened overnight. And if you look at the first video I did, we talked about going up. And generally, we went up to the second resistance level. We stopped and hesitated at the midpoint of the second resistance. We came back down to the first resistance and got stuck. That's about where we opened. We sat in there, pretty much through lunch. We had a big drop here. Not sure exactly why that happened, it just dropped. But the biggest thing I wanted to mention is that we went from the second resistance to the first support. And now we're still moving along, trying to get back to the pivot point. We actually retraced to the pivot point. This is a little bit of an anomaly. In general, I would say when you hit the first support and you come from the second resistance, you're going to get a reversal. Same thing when we started out from essentially overnight at the first support and we ran to the second resistance. There's a lot of movement in between and you can't just trade on that, but it does give you a real good heads up on what happens virtually every day. Now, because of the way Ensign works, it's not possible to put the support and resistance from the previous day on, but I will show you a little trick here on getting other things on. So I'm going to leave support and resistance on and put another product on, and that is the high-low overnights, and look for Fibonacci retracements. And we're going to have to go and look here, and you can put yesterday's high, low, 3-day high, low, 2-day high, low, and a 3-day high in here. Say OK. You get a lot of numbers. You see that a lot of these things are consistent. Okay, here was a 2-day low down here, so I went down and tested a 2-day low. And what I'm going to do now is put yesterday's support and resistance off of that chart. And now you can see the confluence of several different things. This was the open of yesterday's high. Okay, this is the 2-day high. This is the 3-day high, which is today's high, all the way down to a combination of highs and lows of yesterday's lows. So you can see how the market tests both high and low of the previous 3 days in addition to that. Now, I don't keep these on there, I just look at them in the morning, but it does give you an idea of how consistent the market is bouncing between support and resistance. Using our other indicators of the short-term and long-term indicator plus the Pesavento patterns gives you some very nice trading advantages. So I hope this helps. Experiment with this. Take a look at it. It doesn't work this way almost every day, but it is very consistent between the resistance and support levels.